Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tamara Ajasa. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if this is your first time of seeing my face, you're very welcome, and I do hope you remain a part of this family. So please start by hitting the subscribe button, okay? Thank you so much. And to my returning subscribers, y'all are the real MVPs, the real super ninjas. Thank you. And we're going straight into today's topic. For this video, I decided I wanted to talk about kind of my journey towards finding purpose, staying on the path of fulfillment of purpose and fulfillment of destiny, and as well as ditching my school certification and kind of like the spiritual process that has gotten me to where I am today. And why I'm sharing this is because I really feel someone out there would be blessed by this. You could probably be at a stage where you're wondering, what's my purpose? What am I here for? How do I discover it and all of that? And so that's why I want to share my own experience. So please, once you get to the end of this video, watch the video to the end. If it blesses you, if you feel that it will bless someone else also, please do share this video, share the link with as many women or people that you know, okay? Not necessarily just women, though, you know, I love women a lot, but just share, okay? So we're going straight into it. I think I'll start from choosing what course to study in university. In secondary school, I had a very lovely teacher, Mrs. Margaret Okobo. I don't know if she knows I have a YouTube channel or if she follows me or anything. She probably may not see this, whatever. Anyways, hi, Mrs. Okobo, in case you see this, you never know. And I really loved English. She made me fall in love with English, and it seemed to be like the most effortless subjects that I was doing in class. Absolutely. So it just kind of made me want to study it because I really didn't know what else. Yes, I'd always loved dancing so much. In fact, in school, all through from JSS2, I was always doing dance competitions or dance, whatever. I would call my classmates together or the juniors in the hostel. You know, it was dance all the time. But I never really saw it as a career path or anything more than just a talent and a hobby. So I went to university 2004 to 2008. I studied at Babcock University and I studied English studies. And it got to a stage where I started wondering, what exactly am I going to do with this course? Yes, at a time in secondary school, I wanted to be a teacher, but not necessarily like an English teacher. I just used to say teacher, and I never really put much thought into it. And so I started thinking, okay, I'm studying English, I'm learning about language and literature and writing and all of that. Maybe I would write, or maybe I would write speeches for presidents and all of that, whatever. But eventually, university was over. I did well. I did pretty well, actually. And I was like, okay, what next? I go for youth service. Now I got to youth service. I finished university 2008, so I got to youth service that same year. I think about September. That was when we went. And the first few months, I just kind of was trying to get my bearing. It was Ebonyi State. It was my first time going to the east or going so far away from my parents, my siblings, and all. And you know, I just tried to acclimatize with the environment. And then it was December. Came back home for Christmas. Then got back in January for the New Year. And then the church, I was attending a church in Ebonyi State, which is different from my home church. And the church was doing a 3 weeks fast. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I could join. Even though, like, I'm not so good at fasting. Food fast. So I joined the fast, and now I can't even remember what the purpose of the fast was for the church, but for me, I said, you know what, God, I'm going to do this 3 weeks fast. But personally, my own request is to get to understand more about purpose. You hear about purpose. If purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. Who has not heard that line before? You know, and you hear all these things like, you have a purpose in life, you need to find your purpose. And I'm like, God, okay, please do not let me leave this Ebonyi State without understanding purpose or knowing what to do. And for me, it was like, and I said, God, I don't want to come back to Lagos and then I'm taking my certificate up and down looking for where to work, because I really didn't even understand what I was going to do with my course at that point. And so I prayed and fasted for 3 weeks, and trust me, it was not a wasted effort, because that was the first time I can say I actually did have visions. I think the difference between a dream and a vision, I'm not sure though, but I think with a dream, it kind of feels like maybe you made it up. I don't know. I really don't know. And a vision feels a lot more real, and it probably feels like you are physically transported to a place. I might be wrong, but for me, it felt very real. Like I was personally transported into the arena of the vision, of the visions that I saw. And the most memorable of all was when I was somewhere and people were dancing around me. There were young people dancing, and they just started coming. Once they saw me, they started coming, and as they came, their garments started changing. I think they were like touts or raggedy kind of youth or something. And then as they came, their garments started changing. They were dancing and they saw me and their garments started changing. I always thought the way I always thought I remembered that vision was that I was dancing and that drew them. But later on, I think I saw one of my old journals and I was shocked to realize that that's why they say the shortest pencil is always better than the longest memory. In that journal that I wrote in 2009, what actually was in vision was I wasn't dancing, I was standing and watching them dance, and they were drawn to me. And so I was like, can you imagine? I'd always thought in my mind that it was me that was dancing. Anyways, that was by the way. And so I thought, okay, this dance talent I have, maybe it's for the youth or something. And so I finished my youth service and I came back home, and I came back to my home church, and I started the dance drama group for the youth that year, or was it the year before? Anyways, and that was a turning point or a starting point of a different dimension to my life, I would say. Yes, I'd always loved dance. Oh gosh, I used to dance every time. I'd always loved dance, but I never really saw it as a career. It was at that point I started to see that this could actually be a career. Now, while the visions and the scriptures and everything that God revealed to me did not necessarily say you are a dancer, and that is what you do for the rest of your life, but I did see the place of my talent and my passion having to do something with each phase of my life. And so there was that phase initially where I focused on training the youth and then training little children, especially it was little girls actually, because I was teaching ballet in schools from 2010, yes, 2010 till 2019, which was last year, that I completely stopped with that aspect or that phase of my life, because I knew that it was time to move to the next phase. And so it got to a point where I kept thinking, okay, God, is my purpose to be a dancer or to mentor dancers, or like what exactly is? Yes, I really love to dance, but is that all? Is that it? Yes, it gives me joy and all of that. I did have a paid job, a 9 to 5 job for a year and a half. I did that tentatively as a temp, and I had a kind of an agreement with my boss then, and I told her, look, I really want to focus on dance, but this job is here, let me just take it now, because the dance actually was not working. I was trying to get into schools to teach and make money from it, not just teaching in church, and then things were not just going so well. So I did that job for the period of about 18 months until she was like, you know what, you can go now. She had found someone else to take over. And then I started to explore making money from it. That was when I got into teaching in schools and all of that. And it kind of got to a stage where I started to ask again, God, what next? Because someone once said, did you get tired of your passion? Because when I mentioned to someone last year that, oh, I've actually stopped teaching little children dance and like teaching the youth and all of that, like, do people get tired of their passion? And I was like, no. I kind of evolved. When I got married, just before I got married, a year before I got married or so, yes, I did my Zumba fitness certification, and I became a member of the Zumba International Network, ZIN. And I did that for a period of, I think, 3-4 years. Yes, I did. So it was my discovery of dance as a tool for fitness. And that now became a newer dimension of my passion, is still dance. So it kind of started to take me away from, oh, just little children, little children, little children, or youth, youth, youth. And then it grew to, look, women, women, women. And yeah, sorry guys, if you guys watching this, that's it seems like I'm just kind of women, 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 but that's just honestly how I see God has carved my life. And a lot of things you get to learn about me in the future in other videos. And the next step now was like, okay, how do we go about this? What am I to do with this? And then exactly 10 years from when I had that fasting period, which was January to February, somewhere January, between January and February 2009. Last year, that's 2019, exactly 10 years, I just kept feeling so much prompting in my spirit to go and look for all those journals. Go and look for all those journals where you used to write. And by God, oh Lord, the joy when I found all of them, I started to study again to remind myself of all the dreams and visions that God revealed in that phase of my life. I was shocked. I was surprised. I was like, wow. You know, the thing with purpose is you question and question and question. How do I know it is? How do I know it is? But God is so awesome that every track or every lane you take in your life's journeys, even the mistakes, even the stupid ones, He has crafted it in such a way that everything will end up putting you where you are supposed to be. The Bible is not joking when it says, and all things will work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to His purpose. So if you are already a child of God, if you already love God with all of your heart, and you are a daughter of purpose or a son of purpose, in case guys are watching, and you are a son of purpose or a daughter of purpose, then trust me, everything will eventually line up. I had questioned and questioned. I'm kind of person like, I want to know every step. Okay, God, should I go for this? Should I go for that? Should I? And there's nothing wrong with that, but like it became an obsession. Like I couldn't move. I just couldn't move. Once I started feeling like I'm turning off from these things. Like maybe so God is trying to push me somewhere else. And I looked at those journals and I saw that I was on the path. And I began to see deeper things that I hadn't even remembered at all about the soul. And that's why my channel is about wholeness. It's not just fitness. Look, I kind of struggled with this, my YouTube channel at a point. Like, do I want to make this a dance channel? Do I want to make this a fitness channel? Do I want to make this a mom channel? And all of that, because there were just a number of things together, and I'm like, God, how do I put it together? Maybe I should separate things, but separating was just going to be so stressful. And that's why I preach wholeness of the woman being, like woman be whole, because I started to see that I had a lot to do. My purpose has a lot to do with healing the state of the heart, and especially for women, for females, like the state, where is your heart right now? Where is your soul right now? Because it's not just about physical fitness, which is good. It profits a little. Little is still something. It's good. But where is the state of your heart? And that's why I am so deeply passionate about women, like beyond explanation. My go-to, my reflex action is to support a woman before I now flog her if she needs flogging. But like, that's where my heart is. That's where my passion is, because I strongly begin to see, I began to see in those things that God had revealed that is the line, that's the focus. And yes, God will give us talents to use the talents, but it's not every time like you hear motivational speakers, your purpose is your talent or something like that. It's not every time. It is a tool, but your life is more than that singing that you like to do. It's more than that dancing that you love to do. It's more than that calculation you like to do. Your life is a whole lot bigger as long as you are a child of purpose, you are a child of God, you are a daughter of Zion. Your life is bigger than that. And that is the clarity I'm beginning to see now. Amidst all my multiple questions, I'm beginning to see it unfold. And I'm so blessed to have come in contact with a lot of amazing women. I'm so blessed. And while I help women with weight loss, it's not my major priority when I come in contact with a client. It's like, I want to know how you're doing. Are you healing? Are you hurting? Are you bitter? Are you pained? Like, those are the things that matter so much to me. And that is how I'm understanding my own purpose to be. Dance is not going to last forever. It will get to a stage where all these moves, it's like, it's this way that the moves will be coming out. But, and even if it's not until I get so old before I drop dance, I know that my life is bigger than that. Yes, it's a tool. Yes, it's a talent. Yes, it's a passion. Yes, it's a means of what's the word, wages or income or whatever. It's a means of financially getting something, but my life is a whole lot bigger. And it's for you watching this, if you are trying to understand and you are working yourself up, like, God, what did you call me for? Everybody is talking purpose, purpose, purpose. What did you call me for? Look, just continue on the path you are. God has a way of bringing it together. I cannot come here and be telling you all my dreams and visions and all the word and everything. God gave it to me for a, sorry, Mike. God gave it to me for a purpose. As it unfolds in phases, you will begin to see, and I will begin to share bits by bits. But for you, don't stress about it. Look, don't stress about it. Once you trust God, what you should like occupy yourself with is, God, let me know you more, let me understand, let me kind of, you can't really understand, you can't understand God. But like, God, let me know you more, let me walk closely with you, let me not stray away from you. Once you just keep at that, it will all line up. God is God, and he has a way of setting the pieces together to make the complete puzzle. And I don't believe that there's any human being that God just showed the person, this is your purpose and this is how you will get there. That's not how it is. Go and ask Joseph. God can show you the weirdest of dreams, the weirdest of visions, and you're like, okay, Lord, how am I going to get here? See my current situation. Please show me the pathway now. But it's in parts, pieces, in forms, in phases, different things will come together. You will make mistakes, you will fall out, you come back, you go too fast, you'll be pushed back, you go too slow, you'll be jerked to go forward. Everything eventually adds up. I am still discovering purpose. I am still understanding things. Yes, it's gotten a lot clearer now, but I am still on that journey. I am seriously so excited to even be on this journey, because I kind of see the next direction for my life and it gives me so much joy. And I just put this out here for anyone watching this who just might be wondering. If it's you, you will know it is you, who just might be wondering, God, what next? What is it? I'm just stuck here. It's not like I really enjoy what I'm doing. Funny enough, it's my passion, but it's not working the way I think. God, what next? Look, just trust him. Just trust him. God is God. Trust him. Take each step and each phase with him by your side. Eventually, it will make sense. Eventually. That eventually, I do not know the dates, but it will make sense, okay? I hope I have been able to help someone out there. I hope I've been able to bless or minister or whatever to anyone out there watching this. And if you know someone else that can be blessed, like I said earlier, please share this link with someone. Please do that. Thank you so much. And also, I started something on my Instagram. Please, if you're not following me on Instagram, can you just go and follow me now? Just go and follow me. Thank you. It's DMC by Tamara. Every Friday, Fitness Friday, the first episode is coming up today by 3 p.m. So, yes, it will be me answering the most common fitness questions that I get as pertains to women fitness, and also sharing tips and, just general basic fitness stuff. And I will bring it to YouTube. I really will. I'm trying to coordinate myself. Don't let me go and put more than I can handle. For now, let me just calm down. But I will bring it to YouTube also. And in case you were wondering, like, what exactly is this my channel about? Because you see some channels is just food, or it's just fitness, or it is just vlogs or whatever. This is a center for the woman being. I've been saying this a lot lately. I think I should be using it a lot more. The Center for the Woman Being, that focuses on physical, emotional, spiritual, psychological, just like the complete woman being. And I don't want to use wellness, even though I know wellness is associated with health, but I intentionally use wholeness because that captures it more in my own head, shall I guess. It captures it more. So you would see fitness, you will see my dance workout routines, you will see it here. You might see vlogs. I'm not really into that. I try it sometimes, but you might see vlogs when I can do vlogs, and then you would see sit down topics that address women issues, especially pertaining to motherhood. And I will try not to forget that I have singles here also, and I'm not just focused on moms, to be honest. It's the entire woman from about 18 to whatever age. So that is a mix of what you will get on my channel. So it's just a female focused channel, okay, on being at the right place. And look, I have a lot of stories to share. I have a lot of experiences to share. I'm just kind of pacing myself to get to the phase where I can begin to talk about some things that I have been through, so you understand I how deeply I really take this woman journey, like especially the place of the soul. Don't let me start talking too much, because this video, I don't want it to be long. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being subscribed and for everything you do for my channel. I'm so grateful, and I'm so glad I can be able to provide some sort of value to your life. And that's why you keep coming back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for watching it till this end, don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And we'll see you in my next video. Remember to always be the best version of you. Fit body, fit life, fit